Hey everyone, this is Trisha from 90 Degree Turns, wishing you a wonderful new year as we enter 2021. Hey everyone, this is Trisha from 90 Degree Turns, wishing you a wonderful new year as we enter 2021. It's been really wonderful to meet everyone. Hey everyone, this is Trisha from 90 Degree Turns, wishing you a wonderful new year as we enter 2021. Thank you for all your support. As we enter the new year, let us gain perspective, receive clarity, expand our awareness, and integrate our healing as we journey towards the new year. Have a happy new year, everyone.
Yeah, and honestly, when you hold that needle, you're holding a loaded gun. Okay, and I have an article on LinkedIn, and I said, should medical professionals be held accountable for injury? If you push that needle and that family gets awarded money for injury and you know nothing about it, how does that make any sense? Where's the accountability? Where's the liability? Wouldn't you want to know as a nurse or a pharmacist if you injured someone and they went paralyzed from the waist down later on? Well, I haven't seen anybody come back with any problems. Well, if they're sick, they're probably not going to come back, and you may not know about it. So don't just assume.
It didn't look like the flu. It didn't look like a bacteria or a virus. It acted completely different. When we test you for eye problems, there's a matrix of numbers, like a Sudoku grid, that tells us, okay, that's immune system, or that's the heart, or whatever. And we learned from the immune system that 14, 19, and 17 are three numbers that come up in the grid if it's a virus or bacteria. Particularly 28, the double of the 14, come up, and that wasn't coming up with this virus. We didn't have very many vocal prints at the time, and we started looking at it in the grid, and it said, this is an allergy.
Most experiencers that are introduced to hybrid children always see a gray for some reason. Okay, so that's the thing. So they're always looking at grays, and this is something after interviews of hundreds of people and looking at other people's work and research with other experiencers. What comes up a lot is grays, mantids. They have humanoids too, but there's always an element of the grays involved at one point or another in those experiences. So the question is, okay, who's running this program then? Who's actually running the show?
Yeah.
It's very interesting. That's one of the things that I'm researching now to try to understand, how these lineages, or maybe if there is a hierarchy of these lineages, which there does seem.
Akashic Records is many things. So it's a living library of every past, present, and future person, place, or thing, every moment that's ever been played out, all things animate and inanimate that have to do with this world and its place in the solar system, galaxy, and universe. So it's sort of like a universal mind, but specific to planet Earth and all of the souls that visit here.
All your money from the bank, nothing crazy. I'm asking you to take responsibility first with your own life. So now it's the time to take it serious. You have to take care of your body, eat health, exercise, and everything. But you have to meditate. You have to connect with your inner self. You have to realize that the path is not. You don't have to look outside. You have to look inside. That's the way to go. And as a second step, then you can start helping others, starting in your own family, in your own house, the ones who live with you, and then your neighbor. And then if you have the strength, if you have the time, you can go for humanity.
So Trisha Margus, and I'm sure she's got a great presentation. No worries.
Wow, well, you know what? I think that preparation definitely speaks volumes because your presentation was awesome, and the work you do on Twitter, you guys are like the digital soldiers. Seriously, like you are warriors online. And it is so awesome to be just a part of this collective thing with you.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, you guys are really doing a lot of the work. It's awesome.
Thank you.
And you did a great, I just want to tell you too, Kate, you did a great job. And I get so many people told me too, they were like, what?
Compliments from
I
the
know,
friend entity.
I know. She's a friend entity. And so many people said, they were like, she educated us. I think that's so important, like about how powerful meme warfare is. And I was like, yes, Kate, yes, get in there.
In tandem with elevated emotions and imagery, this is where we're able to quantumly leap into a new trajectory and path. So the more we build neurons in these pathways, the more consistent change you should see in your reality. So the key element here is to create these high frequency emotions from within ourselves and not rely on our external environment to trigger those feelings within us. So it has to come from our internal core of who we are.
Who is being controlled? These tech people are. But the average person on the planet, they control to varying degrees at different times in their lives. So everybody is being controlled. So that's why I recommend everybody watch the AI, the plan to invade humanity.
Yeah, like I said, the link will definitely be down below.
And we are right in Florianópolis, which is definitely the southern part of Brazil. And it's incredibly beautiful. You guys can see the ocean behind us. I mean, it's just very majestic and beautiful, and regardless of all the political stuff that's going on, we're definitely bringing the high vibe here and sharing it with everyone that is around us. So thank you, Fabio, so much for coming on to this live stream here. Thank you, Corey. I know I'm very excited to present as well, so if anyone is interested in grabbing those live
All right, so we're back live from Florianópolis, Brazil. Here with Corey Good on my right side and Trisha Margus on my left side. So we are about to jump into the Q&A session. And I have here some questions that people send to the chat of the webinar, both of the English webinar and Portuguese webinar. So let's go to the first one.
to the realm of the earth and kind of going how the microcosm is a reflection of the macro. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today. But this experience in Arizona has been wonderful. It's really beautiful out here. You can see in the background, it's just, it looks like Mars, but it's really friendly and really beautiful out here.
And the energy is super intense.
Yeah, and what's cool is like any store you walk into, like to go to like a crystal shop or like a healing center, any place you go, you can just start talking about like what we normally do in our everyday lives, and people resonate with it.
Out and just amazing what they're doing. They're re-educating people. And you know, here it's like I'm not trying to create a division. I'm actually trying to help people by educating people to say, look, maybe the people that you're following or serving don't have your highest and best interest in heart, haven't for quite some time, and maybe it's time to try something else.
Yeah, they can check it out on YouTube and all the main social medias. I will be building a website soon, so it'll have a whole hub of different types of products I'll be putting on there, and perhaps some kind of like consultations and things like that. But ultimately, what I want to leave with the audience is to, like you're saying, things. This is the time to go within, to really work on the different kinds of chakras or energy, or just feel through the emotions that are rising up, to really feel through them, to understand them and become an observer, and to really give compassion to anyone. Doesn't matter what their viewpoint is. Send people love and compassion. This is
And listen to their story. It's important to listen to their story because they need to tell it to get it out.
Yeah,
to process it, you know.
Exactly. So just be a light. Shine the light, and your light will reflect onto others.